can't believe I'm sharing this, but this is an example of a £220,000 investment portfolio built by one of my clients by age 31. And just to be clear, this isn't about bragging. I spent over a decade reviewing real portfolios as a financial advisor, and I know how useful it is to see how this works in practice. So stay to the end and I'll walk you through exactly how this is structured and why it's been set up this way. First, the stocks and shares ISA. Now, from a pure tax efficiency point of view, you might expect pensions to dominate here. But in this case, the priority has been flexibility and access, not just tax relief. The ISA is valued at £134,862. This gives full access at any time, no tax on growth, and no future tax considerations around withdrawals. It's invested primarily in low-cost global funds and ETFs with a smaller allocation to individual stocks. No frequent tinkering, no unnecessary complexity. Next, the general investment account. Once the ISA allowance was consistently used, surplus money went into a GIA. The total value here is £49,318. Of that, £31,204 is invested in a global equity fund, with £18,114 held as accessible cash and short-term reserves. This isn't the most tax-efficient wrapper, but it plays an important role for access and optionality. Now on to pensions. These are split between a SIP and a workplace pension. The SIP is currently worth £20,476, built through personal contributions, tax relief and returns. The workplace pension is £15,761, made up of employee contributions, employer contributions and investment growth. For this individual, pensions are still growing, but they're not the primary focus yet. That will likely change as they get older and access becomes less of a concern and retirement more of a focus. There are other assets elsewhere, but for clarity, this example focuses on the core investment accounts. When you add everything together, the total portfolio value comes to £220,417 invested by age 31. The real lesson here isn't the split itself, it's that the strategy matches the individual. Tax efficiency matters, but so does flexibility, access, and peace of mind. The best portfolio is one that fits your life and evolves as your priorities change.